Well, it's the 13th of January, and I've been doing quite a lot of groundworks really on the allotment in preparation for the arrival of my polytunnel, which is exciting. I bought it second hand on eBay. I'm just going to put a new cover on it and hopefully it'll be perfect and do the job, and for 150 quid I'll have a 25-foot polytunnel, which is rather good. If you remember from my other updates, the front here used to have an old compost bin that was built by the last owner of the plot. Basically I've removed it, but it turns out that it was more than a compost bin, and it was actually just a dumping ground for old rubbish. So it's been quite hard digging through all the metal and wood and broken tools and goodness knows what else in there. Asbestos, not so good, but there we go. So this is where the polytunnel is going to go. If you remember, that was the strawberry patch. I've taken out a load of strawberries and planted them elsewhere, which I'll show you in a moment. It was no good really because it had deep rooted weeds in there. I'll post some pictures of some of the dandelions that I've dug up, huge roots. It was just, we were fighting a losing battle trying to keep on top of that. So it's good, this area will be used for the polytunnel. If I just move down the plot a little, and you'll see some progress, or just for the jerky nature. There's some bricks that I've rescued out of the compost bin at the front. They'll come in useful for weighting down weed control fabric, as I've done here, which you'll see is a raised bed, newly built. I've bought some strawberries which are later season cropping and early season cropping, so I shall be planting those in there. And then the ones that I've rescued from the main bed will be the sort of the mid-season. Massive pile of soil there again from the front compost bin. Still got some roots and weed roots in it, but I can sieve that and filter that, and that'll go very well making up soil in the raised beds. You'll notice there that we've got another 2 raised beds that I've built, making up the 6. One obviously I haven't filled, one I've half filled, which is good. There's another one there, and I'm going to have another row of 3 there, and then where this fence is, which is coming down, I will have hopefully probably a full length raised bed along there, which will be useful. Overwintering onions in there, coming along nicely, and just there we've got garlic, very nice shoots on there. Here we've got broad beans. They were planted probably a month ago or more, so they're looking good. I shall put broad beans in the rest of this patch here as well. Put a bit of succession cropping there. Another bed there of overwintering onions. Still got some beetroot in there, never mind. This patch just dormant at the moment. I will be digging it over, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do in there this year, but we'll see. Probably potatoes. Problem with the raspberries, we've got a mixture of early and late sort of autumn and summer fruiting varieties in there intermingled. So obviously you prune them differently, so I'm not quite sure what to do, whether just to prune them all down to the base and hope for the best, or what, I really don't know. Newly built strawberry raised bed there, with a nice neat upright bit in the middle. Hopefully that'll work. But we've got a fair few strawberries in there. You'll note that I've got weed control fabric down. I'm hoping to do that pretty much everywhere that I'm planting. I maybe won't do the the raised beds that I've got onions and so on in, because they're quite easy to keep on top of, but other areas I will, and in the past I'm going to do weed control fabric. These are some rhubarb that I've bought. They are late variety, Rhubarb Livingston. Basically they fruit into November, so that should be interesting. Again, note the weed control fabric. Again, here is where I've got the main rhubarb patch. I haven't moved that at all. You'll note there that I'm forcing one of them. Yes, I know it weakens them a little bit, but so long as you don't do it in successive seasons and let it recover, then it actually works quite well. So there we've got some nice shoots coming along. Back end here, gooseberries desperately need to be pruned. They're just a complete mess really at the moment, but one thing at a time. And here my compost bins. The front's off that one because I've been digging out some horse manure out of that one, but those two end ones there are full of horse manure, and then those two there are more compost type compost bins, and they're quite easy to work with. We've got a pallet here that we just lift onto the front. If I just do that whilst I'm talking to you, and there you see we've got my row of compost bins. So easy access, just pull it on and off. So that's really it. I'll just very quickly walk you down the path and show you the leeks at the bottom here. Still waiting to be used, but they'll stay in the ground for a while longer, I think. Now there's the polytunnel poles. There we go. Leeks have done very well this year. So I'm looking forward to leek and potato soup. And that's it really. That's the progress. Got the main